go today? All right. My name is Mike. I'm going to be going over the 2015 Sienna. Okay. First off, we're going to go ahead and start off with the engine. A little history about the Sienna. The Sienna was actually produced in the late 1997. 98, it was actually introduced into North America. It was actually introduced with a 3-liter V6 engine that produced 194 horsepower. The first generation, of course, was that one. Went on to a second generation. We're in the third generation now. The third generation comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine that has 266 horsepower, 245 pounds of torque. That's not bad for a minivan. That's actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, this thing's got more horsepower than my car. Alright, so that's kind of embarrassing, especially if you pull up next to this thing and they actually beat you off the line. Anyway, moving into the engine compartment here, of course you're gonna have all your clear containers. Reason behind that is so that way you can actually look in and see where your levels of some of your fluids are. Makes it easier that way, so that way you're not confused. They're easily labeled. You're not accidentally putting something where it doesn't belong. All right. Move up to the front of the Sienna here. They're going to have the projection headlights on these ones. Those are available along all the trim levels. The trim levels are going to come in the L, LE, SE, XLE, and the Limited. Okay. You're going to have premium package in 3 of them. The SE, the XLE, and the Limited. When you get to the Limited, you're going to end up getting into the high intensity discharge headlight. Make them a lot brighter. Alright. On the SE, XLE, and the Limited, you're also going to come with your standard fog lamps on them. It's actually pretty cool. A lot of people don't know what they're actually for. Of course, they're supposed to help increase visibility during fog. A lot of people don't realize that. They still run with them anyways. Moving over to the sides here, safety features. These vans come with a lot of different safety features. Obviously, the front end, what they call crumple zone. Basically, what they're designed to do is they're designed to absorb upon impact. It's kind of going to act like an accordion. What they're going to do is it's going to absorb a lot of that impact up in the front. It's designed to crumple just like an accordion. Same thing with the hood. The hood is actually designed to do the exact same thing. It's going to be designed to fold in half. There's 2 hooks on either side. What those are meant to do is they're meant to actually keep the hood from going into the cabin. Alright, so a couple of safety features there. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the front here where the tires are. You're going to have 3 different rim sizes, 17, 18s, and 19s. The 19s are going to come on your SE. Your sportier edition. It's also going to come with a sportier suspension on it. Your 17s are going to come in on your L and your XLE, and then on your LE and your Limited are going to have 18-inch rims on those. You're going to have front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options. The Sienna is the only minivan in North America that is offered in an all-wheel drive, and this is true. I double-checked this to make sure. With the tires on those. Front-wheel drive, you're going to come with an option with a spare tire. When you switch over to the all-wheel drive, they're going to come with run flats. Run flats will give you an option to go about 50 miles or so. Make sure that you get there safely. Don't speed. Make sure that you get there so that way you can get that tire fixed. When you go to the all-wheel drive, obviously that one's not going to come with a spare tire. And the reason being is because of the run flats. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move into the sides here. Another safety feature is there going to be 2 steel beams on either side of the doors, on all 4 doors. The reason why they're there is, of course, to help keep and protect your family that's on the inside. It's going to reduce anything that's coming towards you as far as the impact from coming into the cabin. All right, let's go ahead and open this up a little bit here. On the LE, on up, it's going to come with the power doors on either side. All you got to do is go ahead and hit it once and the door's going to open for you. Makes it a little bit easier whenever you have kids in your hand and you're trying to get them inside. Alright. Coming to the front here, of course you're going to have your power locks, power windows, everything's automatic. They'll go all the way down. You're going to have the 6 and 4-way adjustable seats on the L. When you get up to the higher trim levels, of course, it's going to come standard with the 8-way power adjustable seats for the driver. And then when you start getting up into the higher trim levels, it's offered on the passenger side as well. Moving towards the second row here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Toyota is one of the only, actually it is the only vehicle that offers what they call the auto access seat. The auto access seat, what it actually is designed for, is to actually help those people that have difficulties getting into certain vehicles, especially if they're a little bit higher up. Basically, it's if they have some type of disability or they just can't walk very well. What that's actually designed to do is that will actually come out and it'll adjust and come down, and it'll be about 19 inches off the ground. And the reason why is so that way the person can actually sit on there, they'll hit the button, it'll raise back up, and it'll actually put them back into the vehicle safely so that we're not struggling to get into it. Those ones are actually offered on the LE and the XLE only. The second row here is actually adjustable as far as you can move them, slide them up and down. There is a middle section here. It's a smaller seat that you can actually put in and take out of the vehicle in case you need to add that extra seating on these. They are available in 7-passenger and 8-passenger. Obviously, this one is an 8-passenger one just for that simple fact with that middle seat that's there. When it's out, it gives the passengers accessibility to get into the back seat, so that way they're not having to adjust a whole lot, so that way they can actually do that. These are actually removable as well. There's a lever right down the bottom. I'm not going to take it out because they're a little difficult to put back in sometimes, especially if you're a little nervous. But those are able to be removed from the vehicle itself. The thing is with that is that you need to keep in mind is it's not going to be a completely flat area back here because of the railing that's back here. When you get into like your Honda Odyssey, your Dodge Caravan, your Kia Sedona, and then of course your Town & Country. Those ones have a stowaway. Basically what that means is these seats are actually capable of being stowed into that second row and the third row as well. Obviously different options there. It depends on the people that are looking at purchasing the van. These ones, you can remove them. Unfortunately, you can't take them with you unless you have room in the back. If not, you can still remove it. Usually when you're going to remove the seat, you're doing it for a reason. You can take it out, set it off to the side. When you're done, you can actually put it back in. Okay. One other cool feature that I actually like about the Sienna, when you get into the LE, XLE, the SE, and the Limited, is they actually come standard with the shades, which as you can see right in the back. Those shades, everyone remembers when they were a kid, when their parents had to take that towel and put it in the window so that way you could actually get that sun out of the way. That's exactly what that does. All right, it's actually built into the vehicle so that way you're not having to worry about it. It's there. The other cool thing about it is you can actually roll down these windows still and keep that shade up. You don't have to worry about it coming down with it or anything like that. Okay. This is actually going to come also with the roof racks up on top. You're going to have an option that you can actually add on the crossbars to those. So later on, if you're actually interested in that, we can definitely take a look at that and show you what the pricing would be to actually have those ordered and installed. Okay. Moving on to the back, I'm going to go ahead and close this really quick here. I'm just going to close that really quick. Sorry about that, guys. The LE, unfortunately, don't come with the power lift gate. When you get into the SE, the XLE, and the Limited, they do. So in other words, when it's just basically just one touch, tailgate will come up. Makes it a little bit easier. You're not having to worry about it, having to lift it up or anything like that, or close it by hand. Touch of a button, you can actually have that gate come right back down. Pretty cool. On the SE, one thing that I want to touch about is the taillights. On the SE, fogged out tail lights. Kind of cool. They actually got that from the Lexus LS. They wanted to give it a little bit sportier look to it, so that was one of the features that they offered. While we're back here, I wanted to show you something really quick. When I was talking about the seats where you can actually stow them away, this vehicle gives you that option. Okay, if everyone can just come around and see this option. Remember when I was talking about that middle seat that was there whenever you're wanting to stow it? It actually gets stored right in the back here. It ties down so that way it's out of the way and you're not having to worry about it. If you need it, it's there. If you don't, you can set it off to the side. When you get back to the back, of course, as I mentioned, these seats are stowaway. They'll go right into the floorboard itself. Pretty simple to put up and put back down. So all you're going to have to do is lift straight up to the sky and lift it up. And there we go. Pretty simple. And you still have some storage area back here in case you wanted to put anything back here. All right. One other option that these do come with is the tow package. A lot of people like to go camping, spend some time with the family, maybe go out to the lake. One cool thing is it actually tows up to 3,500 pounds. What does that mean? You can take your toys with you. If anyone has any jet skis or anything like that, those range between about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. So this will be able to tow those very easily. You're not having to worry about it. So you can definitely take those toys, go out and go and play on the lake, which is actually really cool. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front here. I'm going to go ahead and discuss some of the packaging as far as what comes on the inside of the vehicle up in the front. Preferably I would have wanted to start on the opposite side, but we're okay right where we're at. You're going to have your Intune system that comes available on the Sienna, your Intune, Intune Plus, and your Intune Premium. Of course, different trim levels. Intune, basic radio, AM, FM, XM radio. It's also going to come with your Bluetooth capability, hands-free. So that when you're driving down the road, there are some cities that require you to have hands-free. For the simple fact to make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah, you don't want to be out there next to them that cause an accident. Of course, when you start getting into the premium packaging on the Intune, it's going to offer several different things with that as well. It's going to start offering navigation. It's going to start offering your app suite, which includes, it's going to have like your Pandora on there, your Yelp. It's also going to be able to tell you if you need to locate a gas station, a hotel, anything like that. You have those options with the Intune system. You can even actually program it. Let's say you're out and about, you're driving around and you just want to go straight home. You can actually program it with your home address. All you got to do is say home with the voice recognition that's located on the steering wheel, and it'll actually bring up your home address and it'll take you straight home. You don't have to worry about anything. It's already programmed in there. You can program family and friends addresses in there as well, in case for some reason or other you get lost, you're in a big city, can't find your way around. All right. One other option that I like that's actually really, really cool is called Speak Easy. What Speak Easy does is there's a microphone that's actually in the van on your higher trim levels, XLE, SE, and your Limited. What that does is it accesses the microphone that's in here. Let's say your kids are in the back and they're yelling, jumping around, doing the usual stuff as kids are playing. All right, and you're trying to get their attention. What that actually does, it's going to actually pick up what they're saying, but at the same time, it's going to use the speakers that are in the vehicle so that way they can hear you. So it's none of this, oh, I couldn't hear what you said. Believe me, they can hear you just fine. One other thing that these do offer, when you get up to the SC Premium, the XL Premium, and of course your Limited Premium packaging, they're going to start offering your blind spot monitoring. Everyone knows what the blind spot monitoring is. If you don't, I'll be more than happy to explain it. What it basically means is if you're driving down the road and you're trying to switch over to the next lane, it's going to let you know that there's somebody right next to you, and that there's going to be a yellow indicator on your mirror. It's going to tell you that there is someone there. Hey, stay in your lane until they either pass or you get up far enough to pass them. All right. What else is there? Rear traffic control. Rear cross traffic control. Basically what that is basically it's going to let you know if there's someone passing by you or if there's someone behind you. So that way you're not accidentally putting your vehicle in reverse and hitting them. One other thing is this vehicle does come standard from the L all the way up to the Limited with your backup camera. You're not having to worry about going back blindly. It's going to be in the center console. It's going to show you exactly what's behind you. Okay. Moving on into the warranties. Obviously, you're going to get your 2 years, 25,000 mile maintenance, oil changes, tire rotations. You're going to get into your 3 years, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper, 5 years, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty that comes standard with the vehicle. What Desert Sun does on top of that, we offer a lifetime powertrain warranty. And the reason why we do that is to give our customers a peace of mind. So they're not having to worry about it if something were to happen. They still have that option. Once I actually get you in with my business manager, obviously they're going to go over several different options to assist you to help protect your investment later on down the road. Any questions?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
You're talking about the all-wheel drive. Come up with run flats and front-wheel drive. Come up with the
Standard.
How come? This is just for my information.
When you get into the all-wheel drive, it's a different drivetrain versus the front-wheel drive. So they need that area. The spare tire is actually located right underneath here, and that's actually the reason. Anyone else?
Great job, Mike.
Good job.